process.
Right, but this is in Brazil we're talking about?
Yeah,
okay.
in Brazil. And Fabio Rosa creates a model 10 years ago for low-income houses in the southern part of Brazil, cutting by 80% the cost to electrify some houses.
To install the electricity for these houses.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what he wanted to do is for these people to stay there at home and made agricultural businesses. No,
so they could develop the small farming,
exactly.
micro enterprise
over there, and they don't go to the big cities and be unemployed.
Right. So there's not, you don't have to deal with the migrant workers
exactly.
and people going into, say, Sao Paulo or the larger cities where they suck up a lot of the social resources.
And being in a favela after that, no? So he created this incredible system. He electrified more than 80,000 families.
80,000?
But what happened that was amazing is that he created an economy, a new economy, because all of these people never heard or had the possibility to have a refrigerator, a television. So 80,000 families creating their own business and creating an entire whole new economy had a lot of impact.
Well, that's a fantastic example.
And he's really working very hard right now with the government in Brazil, convincing other politicians to
adopt this type of program in other parts of the country.
Exactly.
Great, and I'm sure this is a model that can be replicated in other countries as well.
Well, one of the things that we see and we try to see in every fellow that we select is replication. So we can replicate models in every part of the world. We have something that it called global collaboration. Mm-hmm. The global collaboration system that we have is to transfer this know-how of different fellows from different parts of the world to enrich the existence of the different programs that are in the 48 countries that we are in.
Wow. So there's just thousands of these examples. I'm looking here, and we've got a woman in India that established the first 24-hour emergency telephone hotline for street children that are staffed and run by street children. Yeah. We've got another woman in Brazil that pioneered property laws that allow multiple users of the land for sustainable purposes in the Brazilian Amazon.
Yeah.
It sounds like the list just goes on and on and on. It's
you
just
have
fantastic.
Examples. There was one woman called Rebecca Villalobos for Costa Rica at CNN. CNN went to Costa Rica to interview this fellow. It is amazing because she creates a new program for people with hearing problems and hearing problems, and also vision problems. And she started with 8 people. Nowadays, she's working with more than 250 persons. She established a model to sell lenses also and to operate cataracts in Costa Rica. She have been attended more than 250,000 people of the 2 million population in Costa Rica.
That's amazing.
And they have more than 40% of the market share of the selling of the eyeglasses.
All starting with an Ashoka program.
Well, she had a lot of support from international foundations also. But
and that's another part, the role of Ashoka, that you help aggregate and work with other foundations like the Ford Foundation, the Kellogg Foundation, Carnegie.
What we do is to open doors also for the fellows. We try to open doors for them, and we work with McKinsey to bring a lot of know-how to this fellow so he can be successful.
Well, it must be an amazing process, but I also imagine that there's quite a bit of frustration. Tell me about the frustrations of Ashoka.
You know, we have different statistics. After 10 years of the fellows that we selected, 98% of the fellows continues with their programs, with the programs that they created. 60% of them worldwide had impact over the public policy of the countries.
Wow,
And
that's an example of success that Ashoka is going beyond and beyond probably the wildest dreams. However, I imagine it is frustrating that you can't help all of those other applicants that are trying to do great things for society.
Well, Ashoka right now, we have a lot of supporters, from Pierre Omidyar to Greg McCaw. Pierre Omidyar, eBay, from eBay company, Greg
From
McCaw.
eBay? Okay.
Yes, he's the creator of eBay.
Oh, okay.
To Greg McCaw from Nextel. He's
So you
one
got a
of
lot
the
of great corporate fans of Ashoka.
We have a lot of fans. We're looking for more fans, and really we want to help more people, and we need from this business entrepreneur to be with us and to help us worldwide in this global initiative.
Well, I'm sure many of our viewers are sitting at home thinking, wow, what a great opportunity for me to get involved. Stay tuned for more information on Ashoka after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed, our company's new president.
Wow. That reminds me of how President William Henry Harrison, 9th American president, caught a cold on Inauguration Day. 31 days later, boom, dead. Completely dead. 6 feet under.
It's fun to know history. Find curious facts from America's past at loc.gov, the Library of Congress website.
Welcome back to Miami's Global Connection. I would like to thank my guest, Alberto Echegaray, for taking the time to talk to us about Ashoka and the amazing things this organization is doing to support entrepreneurs, championing many social causes in our local communities and around the world. Ashoka has invested in over 1,400 leading social entrepreneurs in 48 countries on 5 continents. If you or someone you know would like more information on social